What's up YouTube, this is Joe from Zephyr Wargames bringing to you something that I am extremely happy about to be sharing with you guys. We have got confirmed cards, I think 5 or 6, yeah, five confirmed cards with names, artworks, effects, the lot from the Layer of Darkness structure deck. So I'm going to be running for you all of these cards, as you can see down here in the corner, down here, you know, this lovely beautiful dragon here. I'm going to be running for you all of the cards, what they do, and explain to you some decks that I think these cards are going to be amazing in, just from these cards alone. I'm not counting or like guessing what the rest of the cards can be. I'm pretty sure there's going to be like a whole bunch of reprints. There's things like a Lure of Darkness and stuff like that. So maybe some generic things support. But I'm going to be running for you decks that I think these cards are going to be amazing in. So with all that said and done, let's get to these amazing cards. I know you guys are going to love them. So first we have here Darkest Diablos, Lord of the Lair. So a level 8 Dark Dragon effect monster with 3000 attack and 2000 defense. And you can only use his first and third effects of this card's name once per turn each. So you can use both effects on one copy per turn. So you can use all 3 effects basically on one copy. The second effect you can it's just standalone. So his first effect is, if a dark monster or monsters you control is tributed and this card is in your hand or graveyard, you can special summon this card. So easy special summon, like completely easy special summon. Fits around the theme of what you're going to be using with these cards as we get to later on. His second effect is, your opponent cannot tribute this card. Also this card cannot be targeted or be destroyed by opponent's card effects. So he's Kaiju immune, which is a bonus there, but he also can't just be targeted in general, which is also really nice. First effect, you can tribute one dark monster. Your opponent chooses one card from their hand, and for you to either return to the bottom or top of their deck. So you can start stacking your opponent's deck, pretty much preventing them from getting any card advantage if you can control the game very easily, which I think in this kind of deck you can. So already amazing card. The fact he's a dragon though is actually really surprising to me. I thought he would be fiend, but either still, dragon's even better. So next we have, I think, the best, or probably the best out of all of this, is just in terms of monsters, she's just amazing. We have Lilith, Lady of Lament. She is a dark level 3 fiend effect monster with 2000 attack and 0 defense, so very beefy. But unfortunately, due to its first effect, when it's normal summoned, her original attack becomes 1000. It's a little bit unfortunate, but I don't think just her literally being a 2000 beat stick just on summon would be too bad. Would have been too bad or too broken anyway, but I can understand. You can only use her second effect though once per turn, named Quick Effect. You contribute one dark monster, reveal 3 normal trap cards from your deck. Your opponent randomly chooses one for you to set, and you shuffle the rest back into your deck. So Quick Effect, you can do it either player's turn. The fact you can just tribute a dark means I think you can just tribute herself. So you can just tribute herself, send her off, get a normal trap, pick 3, your opponent chooses one, randomly set. So you can just pick 3 of the same name, so you can pretty much guarantee what you're going to be setting. So she's just absolutely amazing. Amazing card, once we get later on. So next we have something that's new that didn't get spoiled in the last time, which is Arima, King of Wickedness. I think that's how you pronounce it. He is a dark level 4 fiend with 1700 attack and 0 defense. You can only use this card's second name once per turn. First effect, you can discard this card, add 1 layer of darkness from your deck to your hand. So he is a rotor for the field spell. Second effect, you can tribute 1 dark monster, draw 1 card. Or if you tribute a dark monster other than this card, to activate this effect, you can add 1 dark monster with 2000 or more defense from your deck to your hand instead of drawing. So you either tribute himself, draw a card, so he is consistency, he's kind of like an upstart, or you can tribute something else and literally rotor for something that you want. So you can search for the boss monster, or you can search for something else that you're mixing these cards with. Maybe something that has humongous defense. So next we have the field spell, which is just Layer of Darkness. Field spell, first effect, face up monsters on the field become dark attribute, both sides. And that comes really important. For its second effect is, once per turn, if you attribute a monster or monsters to activate a card or effect, you contribute one dark monster your opponent controls as if you controlled it. So any card effects that send one monster you control to the graveyard to do something, this field spell literally allows you to do it. Considering it makes everything dark, the effects meld nicely. Third effect, once per turn during the end phase, special summon to the turn player's field in defense position as many shadow tokens, dark, fiend, level 3, 1000, as possible, up to the number of monsters that were tributed while this card was face up on the field this turn. So if you tributed 1 on the end phase, that turn player gets a token. So that's really good because, yeah, it gives tokens to your opponent, but it's on the end phase, so your opponent can't do any linking shenanigans because it'll come to your turn and you'll probably get rid of them all anyway. So really, really strong field spell. But now here we come to the virus, Grinning Grave Virus, normal trap, tribute 1 dark monster with 3000 or less attack. Your opponent destroys 1 card from their hand and or deck for every 500 attack the tributed monster had. If you had 3000, you can destroy 5 cards. Also, if a dark monster with 2000 or more attack was tributed to activate this card, check all cards your opponent draws until the end of the third turn of this card's activation and destroy all monsters among them. Also, cards sent to the graveyard that were destroyed by this card's effect cannot activate the effects during the turn they were destroyed. Your opponent can't set up from this card. So it's not like Crush Card Virus with the new errata where your opponent can get benefits of destroying 3 monsters from the deck. This card says no, I'm going to get rid of X amount of cards and there's nothing you're going to gain from it. So it's just amazing. This trap is just so good. And you can search it off Lilith. Lilith searches every virus card in the game now. And it's just amazing. You can probably pick you can pick literally just 3 of these and guarantee you're going to get this card and set it up with a big beefy fiend to tribute. You can also select 2 of those and a Eradicate Epidemic Virus. So your opponent can, you know, they're just going to lose. They're just going to lose from it. It's just so good. These cards are just absolutely amazing. So, thank you. So what do I think these are going to be meld well with? I think they're going to meld with either DDD, which is what I'm going to be doing, Archfiends, which really gives them a buff, considering I think most Archfiends just kind of like base themselves off generic Fiend support anyway, so these cards can meld very well with. They're also very beefy, they have very good defenses, very good attacks, so they meld well with the viruses in general, and these can search them. Just all around really good meld. And I can't remember the third one. I know there's a third one somewhere in my head. Pendulums, that's it. I think that was what I was thinking of at the time. Pendulums could also abuse these cards because pendulums can abuse the viruses. Especially if you're going with things like Odd Eyes. If you're going for an Odd Eyes Pendulum meld, you can probably chuck in a few Liliths in there. You could also chuck in King of the Wickedness, because King of the Wickedness can search your Astrograph Sorcerer, your Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon. I think it can search Chronograph. I can't exactly remember his defenses. But you can meld these well very nicely, especially with the latest ban list. Chopping out some of the cards that they would play, you can easily put these cards in, make a completely new build. But literally any deck that has really strong dark monsters that can naturally use the viruses, I think these cards can just fit in really nicely. Another good thing is actually Malefics. There's an old fan favourite of mine. The Malefics have humongous defense, especially Malefic Cyber Dragon. I think he had like 3800. I think he has like 3800 defense. So you can actually search Malefic Cyber Dragon of wickedness. It's just absolutely brilliant. So overall, these cards are just amazing. Will once the simulations have these cards up on there, I will be doing a deck profile for you guys. Most likely it's going to be DDs, because that's going to be one I'm going to be testing up the most, trying to come up with a crazy new build for these cards. If not, I'll probably resort to either Archfiends or Malefics, especially Malefics. Actually, now that I've been thinking about it, saying all that stuff, just slapping in Lilith and King of Wickedness into that deck is just going to be so good, because I could just tribute themselves off and get all my stuff that I want. So with all that said and done, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video of just me literally fangirling over these cards. But they're just really are good. I love evil things, I love evil decks, and like evil monsters, and the artworks on these cards just in general are just beautiful, especially Diablos here, all this dark energy around him is just so good. And Lilith as well, I cannot like this girl. So again, hope you all enjoy this, guys. Stay tuned at some point when I'll be doing a deck profile for you guys over these cards. I'll probably even bring you two, who knows. If DD starts going well, I'll do that one for sure, and I'll probably toss you maybe a Malefic one, because that's going to be really easy to do. It's just gain the consistency, especially since these guys have a field spell. Malefics really like that. So again, with all that said and done, hope you all enjoyed this video, and if you did, like, comment and subscribe as you always do, guys, and we really appreciate it and really love you for it. And stay tuned for the next one, and with all that said and done, guys, as always, happy dueling.
What's up, YouTube? Thanks for watching that video. I hope you liked it. If you did, hit that like button, and of course don't forget to hit that big red subscribe button in the bottom left hand corner and the notification bell so you don't miss out on anything. We've got more deck profiles, duels, pack openings, and many more Yu-Gi-Oh videos coming up for you all year round, so don't forget to stay tuned for all of that. Thanks, and as always, guys, happy dueling.